In episode 5, we talked about the power of your own words, the power your words have on you and on others as well. Now let's combine what we have learned so far with the power of your own choices. The one thing you have in the world, and I should say the only thing you really have control over in the world, are the choices you make. So what do I mean by that? I mean that you always have a choice to do things or not, a choice to say yes or the choice to say no. You're the one who decides if you're going to turn right or if you're going to turn left, right? And even as a kid, you have the choice to obey your parents or not. The choice is always yours. Of course, that choice, like many of the choices you will make in life, will come with a result. It's really quite simple when you think about it, because whatever choice you make will have an impact in your own life. You see it all the time. Let me give you an example. Let's say you have a test. If you decide to study and work hard, you have more chance to succeed than to fail. If you train yourself to make the right choices today, as you get older, it will be easier and easier for you to make the right choices with bigger responsibilities. Let me ask you, if you end up in prison one day, what kind of choices did you make? If you end up doing drugs one day, what kind of choice did you make? And if you end up dying from a drug overdose, what kind of choice did you make? Life is full of choices and always will be. Some choices are easy, some are hard. But understand that each choice you make has an effect in your own life and sometimes on the life of others around you. How to always make the right choice? Well, that's a big question. It's definitely something difficult. The key is to try to see ahead the outcome of the choice. Let me give you an easy example. If you disobey your parents, that's an easy one. Sometimes you can get away with it, but most of the time you will get caught and in trouble. Plus, you may lose your parents' trust. Another example, if you decide to cyberbully someone, well, that's a heavier one. What happens and what are the results? Let me share with you a story. I knew this young girl in 6th grade. Let's say her name was Melissa. Melissa didn't have that many friends in school, and she would usually stay alone during recess and eat by herself. And she always appeared to be sad and tired. Some of the kids in school started picking on her. And one girl, let's say her name was Josie, posted some nasty stuff on social media about Melissa. What do you think happened to Melissa? Well, in Melissa's case, she stopped going to school and eventually failed her school year. Now the story gets better, because during the summer break, Josie, the girl that posted nasty things online about Melissa, suddenly lost her mother from cancer. One afternoon, Melissa was walking in a park and saw Josie by herself crying. At first, she was a little apprehensive to talk to Josie, but she made the decision to ask Josie what was wrong. Now, Josie was kind of surprised because she remembered what she posted about Melissa online. But she noticed that Melissa really seemed to care and was concerned. So Josie told Melissa that she had lost her mother from cancer and that she misses her mom and so on. Melissa really felt sorry for Josie. Because you see, Melissa had lost her dad the year before. And her mom recently was transferred to a different city because of her work. And now Melissa was living with her grandma. Grandma is really nice, she told Josie, but she's really getting old and she can't do the things she used to do. So I have to really take care of her. Now that's probably why she was always looking sad and tired, right? It makes sense. So Josie felt so bad for what she had done to Melissa in the past and sincerely apologized. My question to you now is, when you make the decision to post something online that is not very nice about someone, and then you realize that you made a mistake, what can you do to repair your mistake? Now let's pretend that these feathers are representing your post. These feathers feel pretty soft and harmless, right? But if these feathers represent what you post online, let me show you what happens when you press send. Now the feathers are flying everywhere, just like your post. So what can you do when you realize you made a mistake and you regret what you wrote? How can you retract what you posted? Because once it's online, the whole world have access to it, and you never know who's going to read your post. Like you can never fully retrieve all the feathers that the wind is blowing away. So before you post something online, remember the feathers, because it is hard to correct this kind of mistake once it's done, and you never know who reads the post. So you see the importance of our decision. Was Josie's decision a good one or a bad one? Of course it was a bad one. That is why your decisions are important, and you need to really think about the effects your decisions may have on others and on yourself. Because sometimes it's just impossible to repair what's broken. If you make the decision to use drug and die from a drug overdose, you can't go back. It's simply too late. You can't change your decision. So before you make a decision, really think about the outcome of your decision. But if by any chance you've made a bad decision or you make a bad decision, I will show you on the next episode how to overcome it.